This is a video on how to create leaderboards within Hoopla. To create a leaderboard, you'll want to have two things prepared before you start to create your leaderboard. The first is to have a metric that we can put into the leaderboard. To access your metrics and see what's available, we'll navigate to Data and then to Metrics and Uploads. We can also navigate there using the left-hand navigation pane and going directly to Metrics and Uploads. The first thing we'll do is verify that we have a metric that we would like to put on the leaderboard. If the metric you would like to show is not there, you will need to add that metric to Hoopla from one of the various ways that we have to add metrics. If the metric is there, then the next thing to verify is that we have a team created for the people you want to see on the leaderboard. To see if we have a team that's appropriate for this leaderboard, we will go over to the Teams area, and we'll see here that we have a sales team. If these are not the players you would like to see on the board, you will probably create a new team. The importance of using teams is that as people come and go from your organization, if you build all of your leaderboards and newsflashes with teams, you simply have to add the new person to the team in order for them to appear everywhere they should be in Hoopla. So next, to get started building your leaderboard, we will go to the Leaderboards area and we will add a leaderboard. You have two options here. The first is a player leaderboard, which will show individuals by name, even if we add them on as a team. The second is a team leaderboard, and a team leaderboard will calculate the total of the metric we're using and give you a team number. So if you would like to put teams against teams and not show the individuals, you will create a team leaderboard. We'll start with a player leaderboard and we will give it a name. I chose percent to quota month to date. It's always good to use a very descriptive name because as you build things in Hoopla, they will be listed and it's easier to figure out what an item is if you give it a very descriptive, unique name. So we'll add the metric that goes with the name I chose. And you'll notice here that the display name only has 12 characters. That is because if you use all four of the metrics, you can display it as a multi-board in the channel, which we'll get to in the next video. And it has enough character spaces to be able to show the full display name for all four metrics. So my suggestion is to shorten that display name to where it means something to your group and also makes sense on the board. You have the option to rank players by the primary metric only. That only comes into play if you have maybe a total points metric and then you want to show also the things that go into those total points. You wouldn't want to use the second or third or fourth metric as a qualifier to help rank them. You can also hide players with 0 values, and you can choose to rank either high to low or low to high. Once we've decided how we're going to handle our metrics, we can then add our players. So we have a sales team. We'll put those people on there. Now this will only allow the 4 people on this team to show up on this leaderboard. So if you would like other people on the board, you can create a new team or you could add them individually. The next section is watchers of the leaderboard, and those are people who we don't want to see ranked on the board, but we want them to have access to the board numbers in the rankings area of Hoopla. So any managers or admins are likely going to need to be a watcher. Once we've determined who is going to be on the board and who is going to be watchers, we can save, and now we have created our leaderboard. We'll continue on with our next video on how to add the leaderboard to the channel and create a channel.